when Ebuago was, before that it was Bakassi. Bakassi did extremely well. But unfortunately, they now use it for debt recovery and the whatever. Yes. Then when the Amoteko you talk about, I was part of them that say it is a good development in Southwest. I was in studio somewhere. I said it was a good development. The Southwest governors came together. Before you knew, they were not making noise. They were not making noise. Before you know it, we saw it, bam! And they went through the process. Thank God, Farano said, go let each state
houses of assembly, yes,
pass a law. In the Southeast, do they do that? The answer is no. They went to a boy and they said they formed the Bubago. What these people say, what they would have done is to bring these people, the IPOP members and the ECM members, bring them together. But when after the inauguration of Ebubago, the general commander, who happens to be an elder brother to the sitting governor, was made the overseer or something like that. He came out and resigned. He said, even that after the announcement, nothing has been done. He has not been empowered, no office, nothing. He withdrew. And the governor of Ibo said, now cornered it and to use it as his own. So that became an infighting thing. Then the ECN and the Ebuago started fighting. That is what is happening. So there are more things you will see when it's. So the best things, all our traditional rulers, even the first letter they wrote, the IPO wrote, they mentioned Iwanyamu,
yes,
they mentioned the governors, they mentioned Nhedoha, they mentioned so many. They said we will not allow. You see, more troubles are coming. They said we will not allow any campaign. They even advised the APC and that they should not come for any campaign in the Southeast. They also said from 2023 February 25th there will be no election. Are you not smelling rats? What have you done? And these are the people that they are the. I'm sorry to use word. They are the leader that sit on the chairs and the goat die on the rope. Die with the rope on the neck.
Mazi,
so which means they have a responsibility. If they will come out and say, we have killed ourselves enough, we have destroyed our region, what is happening? Please come out. Soludo gave that promise that he is going to integrate them. He started it. That's why I use the word they want to frustrate him.
Mazi, I'm talking about elections not holding, the threats and all of that. That's even for next year. In the coming days, next year,
we have to start it now.
I understand.
The foundation they are laying now.
I understand that.
The primaries we are laying there.
I understand that, Mazi. But sometime last week, the same IPOP sent a letter, or let's put it as yes, IPOP, because that's the name through which the letter was transmitted. They sent a letter that they were to attack 9 local government areas in Anambra State.
What has the federal government done?
Exactly. That's
but why are we putting it at the seat of the federal government?
The federal government is solely responsible. Even your house, right? It is the responsibility of the
federal government.
But don't forget that the state government
start from the state government.
The state governments have a limited power.
Yes.
Over security.
Mazi, we know quite well state governments have limited power. I'm not even talking about Southeast now. I'm zoning it down to Anambra State because that's the target of the threat coming from the letter itself we had last week. 9 local government in Anambra State have been penned down for attack, including Indemili South, North, and Aguata and the rest of them. And you ask yourself the question: how many local government areas are there in Anambra to even start with? If they've said in the coming days they'll attack these 9 local government areas. Now the question is: 1, what is the state government doing to ensure that it's addresses that threat with enough force in terms of keeping the people safe? That's 1. 2, the place of the federal government. Yes, state governments may have limited power, but it's still the responsibility of the governor to secure lives and properties within a state, within the limits of his powers. It's when it's an insurrection or it's over his reach that the federal government sweeps in. So my question is,
why are they called the chief security
officer of the state?
On paper, they've said it time and again, because they cannot do anything with the police. The commissioner of police in that state doesn't report to him. So if the chief security officer of the state, who is the governor, now has to get assistance from the commissioner of police. The commissioner of police has to now say, let me call
From the IGP.
So that's the problem. But that is not the reason why we should have.
But can't we have police presence around? I mean, we had a protest in Lagos, and the soldiers said
each state commissioner of police does not report to the governor.
I know he doesn't report. What I'm saying is presence.
What the governors have control over the Eastern Security Network.
It's a limited control. When you have the president is the commander in chief of armed forces.
Mazi, when it comes
whatever. Look, we have had stories where a governor will call the attention of the governor. He say, "Okay, I will get back." Right? That's the problem.
Yes.
But we are trying to. In this case, the commissioner of police, the state governor, and the federal government, in terms of information and prompt attention, should work in synergy.
Yes, but when it comes to elections, we see that these governors now have control of the police. The same police you're saying you don't have control over when it comes to matters of security,
you want to hear something from me. I will say it here now. During the election, the governor wants to come back, or he wants his people to come back. He will go extra mile.
Selfish interest.
You are saying it,
Mazi.
So they will go extra mile to make sure that his own people, selfish interests, will come in, and the same police will dance to their tune because they want to smile to the bank.
But when it comes to security issues,
you see,
you are no longer in control.
We have so many information that the security in this country has been compromised, and we want to ask ourselves: is it the same federation? The same nation, Awolowo, Anambra State, Tafawa Balewa, and the rest led to us? The answer is no. I have said it time and again. I witnessed 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I've never seen Nigeria being bastardized in terms of security like this, especially from 2014 to now. Look, the issue again, I was listening to one radio comment. Injustice, unfairness. We have laws. There are people the laws protect, and there are people the laws is against. That's the problem. We don't need to be deceiving ourselves. Look at these people. They are saying, I am not justifying the killing. If there's anything I hate in my life is shedding people's blood. There are people, they are saying, the Boko Haram people that are killing people. Look at how this lady was killed, right? And when they are arrested, we don't hear about it. The caravan has been, will be effective from 1st June, right? And there has been protests here and there. Where are the law? Who is protecting them? You arrest an Okada man now. The other day we saw Okada people fighting the police, and the police were running. Because in my area, they've overtaken everywhere. In the southeast, we have never experienced like this. We need to fish out those perpetrating all these things. There are people, are they not within themselves? They live within themselves. Are you telling me that they are strangers? If they are strangers, who brought them in? I don't know the room to your backyard. I don't know the way to your bedroom. The first day I came here, someone that ushered me here in. I've not come here before. And last Tuesday and Friday, I went to one radio station. Somebody led me from one corner to the other. You know how you build this. So at the end of people bringing these people, if they said they don't know them, who I'm bringing them? The governors, our leaders should sit up before what is happening consumed everybody. Do you know that we cannot even go to the east now? I would have been on my way next week, but I'm afraid of going. But air is not safe, because even if you go by air, the airport is nowhere, right? Are you not going to board another airport taxi to Umahia or to where? So nowhere is secured. The eastern states has never experienced this type of lawlessness in terms of killing ourselves. So
Mazi, if the major agitation which was started by IPOB was to deal with the marginalization of the southeastern people, Of course,
They
in
started
your
well.
opinion.
And people were saying that was why they were not prescribed
Mazi,
by
now,
the international community.
if these killings continue and then they're talking about no elections holding in 2023, isn't that isn't it contradicting the major aim of the whole agitation in the first place? Because if elections do not hold, it means you don't even have a part to play in choosing who comes into power.
They gave a condition. The condition is that the presidential candidate should come from the southeast.
Yeah, but if that condition is not met, it means that they won't be participating.
I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that. I don't. Because if you boycott election, even though it's an ordinary goat, with due respect, is elected, it rules over you. So the most important thing is that let them. What is happening now? These people contesting for one thing or the other, are they the right people? You ask me, how do we get it right? Getting it right is to make sure that those people we need, like P2B and other people, right, in the southeast, should now take over. The Bible says, when the righteous is on throne, people enjoy. But when the wicked, the unrighteous, and that is what is happening. If the governor of Ebonyi State should close his mouth, he has made a comment that he is not part of Biafra. And this thing irritates IPOB, right? And the Imo State governor continue to. Most of the killings are political killings.
Are you saying this particular one is political?
Yes, no. Otherwise, why should they kill the lawmaker?
Why
should they? You mentioned of the Dr.
Yes.
It pains everybody. Though they said that it was a mistake, something that it was not targeted, it was not the one. Whether he's the one or not, why should they kill somebody? That's my position. I don't want to. I'm not care. Don't bother whether it is you or me or something like that. Don't kill. Again, that is that. The Bible says, "Don't kill. Thou shalt not kill."
Mazi, political killings or not,
it has been like that too.
Exactly.
Future William was killed. Bodige was killed. This man, so they have been like that, right?
Yes.
But it's since after it has died off. But this one has appears to have appeared to have attracted more condemnation. Even though there's none that have been commended, they all condemned. But this one, why a small Anambra State? A small Anambra State, which is if you are going to the southeast, you must pass through Anambra State. If you are going to Abia, you must pass through Anambra, Imo, then to that place. And my people here, if you go to the same Anambra and Imo, the number of military checkpoints, I'm saying military checkpoints, you begin to ask yourself, there's something wrong.
But one would expect that with the move made by Governor Soludo going to visit the leader of the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, one would expect that would create some form of peace, albeit
that's our thinking. That's our thinking. Though even the
because a lot of people came out to commend him.
Even personally, me, I commended him here. Even international communities are commended. Even the federal government, by error or commission, I appreciate what he did, and we are thinking there will be light at the end of the tunnel. But what you are asking me is what I cannot even give you answer, because if you look at, I'm continue saying it, if there are so multiple military, not police, military checkpoints in the same Anambra, why these killings? But then, like I said, I said, Ihiala, there is a particular junction. People watching me on this national television, there's a particular junction that the military checkpoint there, you will spend 3 hours. But then they now make provision at the point of entry through bush path, and they station one person, one of their own. Do you know his duties? His duty is to count the number of cars that will pass through that place. And from the point of entry to the point of exit, they have 5 checkpoints. Each checkpoint 500 naira, 100 naira. At the end of it, the other man at the extreme, at the exit point, will now compare. This is the number of checkpoints there, and each vehicle that has passed there has spent 500 naira. 500 naira multiplied by 100 cars that pass. That is, they are not. Do I say they are not doing anything? And again, I was told that the military are going from house to house, arresting young, able-bodied men, arresting them. I'm able to say it. One of my relations said even his own relation was arrested. He was released after paying the sum of 250,000 naira. What are we saying?
Well,
Okay.
Mazi, that's a fine place to leave it. You want to ask any question?
No, I think that's a fine place to leave it, really.
Thank you so much, Mazi, for your thoughts on this particular issue. It is a sad one and a precarious situation in the southeast, and we hope that the government and relevant agencies do the needful, especially to bring calm to the southeastern part of the nation.